All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get started a little early today. Let me go ahead and share this out. Share on Twitter. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, everybody, go ahead and get a second to join, and we will get started. It seems like we finally got some baseball news to chat about. Going on with, of course, baseball coming back. And yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, guys, I haven't been on Twitter in a while. It's kind of hard, at the end of the day, you're going to probably repeat a lot of what you have already been saying, or you're just going to not have much else to talk about regarding baseball. So there's a lot of other things I can obviously talk about. But, this channel is more of a baseball channel. I haven't really expanded it yet into anything else besides baseball and music. So we'll get to that. But I'll get started here shortly. I told everybody 8 o'clock, so I'm starting a little early. And then we'll just go from there. I'll probably jump right into quite a bit. So, yeah, there is a lot to talk about baseball trying to reopen. And yeah, well, we'll go from there. I'll take your guys' questions, and we'll start from there. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to say this as people look at me like they're amazed that I'm doing a video. Go walk your fucking dog. Sorry, everybody. You're going to see a pass right now. You're sitting next to my car staring in. The fuck do you want? Walk your dog. Excuse you. Look, come on, right here. Right here. Where are you? There you are. Go to your house. No. So I guess I'm getting ready for the rant here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So Rob Manfred came out, or somebody who tweeted it. I think Heyman came out, and you had an idea that baseball would have to really be very strict, so to say, to look good in many different ways. One, for the safety of it, and two, for their character in the game. They came out and they basically said the whole money back and forth with the players. Look, I'll comment on that a little later. I'll definitely talk about the players getting their fair share. And I understand the side of the owners, but I also understand the side of the players. So it's tough. It is. It's a tough debate to have. And unfortunately, it's going to have to be compromised. It's going to have to be compromised somewhere. So let's talk about John Heyman's tweet today. I don't have it in front of me. But before I talk about it, let me get prepared. All right, enough. All right? Enough. Enough of this. Folks, they don't want players to smack each other's hands. They want players sitting in the stands. Hey, Gardy! Gardy! Section 424, we need you. Brett! Hey, Brett! We need you! He's in Hey! Cole, can you go get Brett? Section 424. He's eating a fucking hot dog. The third one today. Folks, they're talking about these guys need to do this and that. Look, how about they do this? Let's have baseball, folks. Let's have baseball, okay? I don't want to go crazy here, but it's ridiculous. They don't want them having They don't want them having tobacco in their mouth. They don't want them chewing sunflower seeds because they're spitting on the floor. This is baseball. This is baseball. They don't want a hand. Oh, can't get a pat on the butt after a home run. God forbid you throw inside. You don't want to hit nobody with that ball that you're going to touch with your bare fucking hand. Pitchers. No. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do when a pitcher does this on the mound? Is the world going to blow up? Is the umpire going to say, oh, you're out of the game? What the fuck did I do? You licked. You can't lick. You can't. You've been tested 426 times, but you can't lick. Because guess what? Gardner up there, you see him? Section 426 can now possibly get infected. So here's my other thing I want done. I want baseball to be like Food Lion. Hell, I've seen people tweet about this. I was the first one tweeting about this. I was shocked. I thought it was only me. It's not only me. Saran wrap the baseballs. I do not want my Yankees touching a ball with their bare hands. Because guess what? Now they throw the ball to the first baseman. The first baseman touches the ball with his bare hand, and they're fucked. Can anybody debate me on this and say I'm wrong? We're not allowed to touch, but we could grab the hand with a bare hand unless they're sanitizing. Cole, hold on, Cole. Time out. Time out a second. Game on. Folks, let me say one thing real quick, and I'll make it fairly easy, okay? I get it, and I understand that everybody is, a lot of people are suffering from this. A lot of people have died. A lot of people are facing really scary and troubling times. I get it. There's just certain things that you're gonna have trouble doing having all these rules there. Baseball's one of them. Hell, folks, sports is one of them. You can't tell me guys gotta be separated. They said they don't want them taking Ubers. They don't want them doing this. They don't want them doing that. They don't want them chewing tobacco. They don't want them chewing seeds. They don't want them touching each other. They don't want them throwing each other. They don't want them fighting. They don't want none of this stuff. Okay? They don't want none of this. But you can have the UFC and you can have guys fighting each other, rolling on top of each other, blood going in their mouth, the other guy's blood on their face, splattered all over the place. But they've been tested. Tested. That's what it's all about. You know, we hear all these things, just need ample testing. We're getting it now. We're getting testing by a lot. Baseball even said it. They can give testing to just about everybody that's going to be evolved. So what is this? They can be tested, but they can't spit. They can't have tobacco. They can't touch each other's hands. Folks, they're picking a ball up with their bare claw, and they're throwing it across the other side. The other person then touches it. If we're talking about this thing as being so contagious you can't touch nothing, cancel the fucking season. And excuse me for getting angry. I usually don't get like this. But cancel it. Cancel it. And let the owners lose their trillions of dollars. Let them lose all their money they're going to lose. Let the players and the union and this one and that one fight each other to make things right. Because look, guys should, no doubt about it, be paid. There's no doubt about it. A ball player who signs a contract should be held to that contract because no one in hell knew this would happen. Besides China. Anyway, nobody knew how bad this thing would get so quickly besides China. Otherwise, again, let me keep going. I get why players would say, hold up a second, I am not going to play for a minimum salary, whatever it is, based on what I did. I get it. Ryan, yeah, right? I get that. But there got to be compromise. Look, baseball, we need baseball here, folks. But we got to understand no matter what we do, there is going to be risk. Guys, I went to the fish market today. I bought some fish. I didn't have gloves. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. I washed my hands all the time before the virus. I was always washing my hands. That's all we got to do. And look, people, again, I go back to this. People have died. I get it. I understand it, folks. But we were told baseball will be back per guidelines, which the idea was we flatten the curve, we start getting back to normal life, still using precaution and going from there. Look, I am not saying Major League Baseball should be back with 45,000 fans in the stadium. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that one bit. I don't think that should be the case. I don't think that should happen. There should not be that many people. They shouldn't have 40,000. They shouldn't have sellouts. They shouldn't have anything close to that happening. But you cannot tell me that if the players are being tested, that if the equipment guys are being tested, coaches are being tested, and we're going to keep that going in certain areas even, or their ballparks with nobody in it, so on and so forth. You got to look at this thing with common sense. You can't sit... How are you going to regulate this? Who is going to stop a player from saying, hey, first base, you got peanuts in your mouth, you're out? What is that going to look like? Like I said, Cole in the first inning, it's cold. Did you spit? Hey, Garrett, let me check your hands. Let me check your hands, Garrett. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? I'm not even joking here. I'm dead serious. I thought baseball would just open up. Maybe they would have some certain stadiums they play at. Maybe it's in Arizona. Maybe it's in Florida. Maybe they don't play at all stadiums. I don't care. Guys, the UFC has done a great job. Yes, it's different than baseball. Yes, there's a lot more people involved. But it's a good starting point. They did a great job. They've had 3 events, one team. One team, one person, a few of his coaches got tested positive. They got him out there. They did everything he needed to do. And he's recovering. 1 out of 3 shows have went terrific. We have evidence. We have evidence of these things working if done properly. We cannot have an idea that we are going to have to police everything that happens in the ball game. I did almost start crying. I'm dead serious. I'll talk about Blake Snell. Because it hurts me. Guys, it hurts me. It really does. It gets me to the core. I had so much things planned this year. We all were happy. We're all excited. I hate not doing chats all the time. I hate not talking with you guys. I hate it. It's the real me, damn it. I miss you guys. I miss all of you. I miss having fun. But folks, as a country, as America, the land of the free, folks, we can't sacrifice everything. You just can't. You can't sacrifice everything. If you're going to play baseball, you're going to play baseball. Because when you change the sport, when you change the way people are going to do what they normally do, you no longer have the sport. You can't have it anymore. You can't do it anymore like that. It doesn't work. I mean, I ask you guys this question. I ask anybody else this question. How do they regulate it? And I keep going back to this. What is this? Guys can't spit. Guys can't go take a leak. You got Gardner sitting in section 424. You got this one in section 28. This one got better seats than that one. What are we doing? Truly. It doesn't make sense. Look, Blake Snell, let me talk about Blake Snell real quick. I get it. And folks, I'll go back and forth. Let me talk about the owners and the business side first. A lot of people do forget that owners a lot of times are just seen as, well, they're the owner of the team. You know, they do this, they do that. We talk about Hal Steinbrenner all the time. And we say, oh, man, he's not doing this. He's not spending this. He's not spending that. He makes so much. They could put more into the team. They could do this and they could do that, right? But the owners do look at a bottom line. The owners are there for profit. They didn't buy a team just to lose money and hope to see the team they bought win. There's also part that they want to make money. They have to get a revenue from it. But my whole thing is here, too, you got to make some sort of sense of all this, is the owners probably are already aware they're going to lose money. I mean, I think that's obvious. I don't see how you don't lose money when you are not allowing fans. As of now, to start, you're not going to have fans. So they're going to lose money. So I understand them saying, hey, guys, look, we are all in this together. We want to get baseball going. The fans want baseball. We all want it. It's unprecedented times. None of us ever expected anything like this. Hell, we've never planned for anything like this. So we don't have an idea on how you do business as usual. A contingency plan. We don't have a contingency plan for a pandemic. 1917 was the last legit pandemic. We don't have a contingency plan for this. So I understand the owners. I do also understand the players. And for some of them saying, I'm not playing at 40% of my contract, then sit your ass home. I mean, I hate saying it that way. Do I think they should get their money? Yes. But I also understand both sides. And it does have to be a compromise. Is it 50-50? Is it a share of revenue as they talked about? How does that work? How does that look? That's for them to decide. But at the end of the day, I think players want to play baseball. I think just like everything else in the country right now, let me set the standards for you. Okay? Because this is what I would do. And hell, some of you may not be, fans of how the president has handled this. I would handle it worse, I think. Here's what I would do. And I mean worse because I think I'd be very direct about this. Here's what I tell the players who are scared to play baseball. None of you are over the age of 60. None of you are over the age of 60. You will be able to be tested on game day, before game day, whatever the hell it is. We are not having fans yet. We will have cleaning crews left and right. Everything to make you feel safe. You're not over the age of 60. The mortality rate decreases insanely that you're going to have a very, very, very good chance of surviving, even if you got it, per the Dr. Fauci's of the world and people like that, who we are basing a lot of these guidelines off of. So, play ball. If you feel you are concerned, you should not play. You do not have to report. Just the same way I feel about the workforce. If you are under the age of 60, no pre-existing conditions, you should be allowed to go work if you want to, but if you don't, you can stay home. Kind of the way Florida went about this whole thing. 65 and older, you shouldn't be going anywhere. If you're in a retirement home, nobody goes in and out. We're protecting the vulnerable and letting the younger people in no conditions go out there and conduct business and keep our economy afloat. That's the way to me that all of this makes sense. Can this thing change in 2 weeks? Maybe. I don't know. But again, look at things with common sense. How are you going to police what players are doing? Are they going to be fined? Are they going to be thrown out and somebody else will take over? Again, they can't lick their fingers. They can't have chewing tobacco. They can't spit on the ground. What the hell? Who is going to police this? Are we going to have instant replay, the lick cam? Are we going to have slow-mos of the tongue touching a finger? How far are we willing to take this? Are the bats going to be covered in plastic? The ball? Does the leather glove need a protective cover? Does every player have to carry a bottle of this in their pocket before pitches? What the hell happens when they sweat? Oh, we never thought of that. My God, they might sweat. What happens when they do one of these? Huh? All hell's gonna break loose. Somebody's gonna touch somebody's skin. Somebody's gonna touch someone, folks. Somebody's gonna touch someone. How are they gonna do this? That's all I ask. And then I keep seeing these different things of, don't do this, don't do that. Cancel the season. Cancel it. Cancel it. Cancel it. I want baseball as much as the next person. I want baseball as much as anybody. No doubt about it. I want baseball as much as anybody. But I don't want half the game gone to just get a season in. Are the players even going to take this seriously? Is Gardner going to come down from section 426? The nosebleeds, just a pinch run in the 8th inning? Oh. Are players not going to blow in their hands when they get cold? When they get hot, are they not going to swipe some spit, maybe some snot? Are they not going to do none of that? If a guy gets the common cold, is he out for the season? Does he have to quarantine for 3.5 years before he comes back? Nobody talks about that no more, do they? The common cold has gone away, folks. Flu season comes around next year. What are we going to do? What are we going to do when flu season comes around? The guy comes in, he's choking. What are you choking on? A fucking piece of pepper, am I right? I got a friggin' red pepper flake right here. Right here, I'm not sick. They're going to tell the guy you're out for a month. All he was doing was choking on a pepper flake. Now he's out for the year. And people can listen to this and go, maybe you're going a bit far. Am I? Am I? Am I going a bit far, or am I basically talking about what we're seeing already? No sunflower seeds. No sunflower seeds, folks. Okay, guys, let's see. Mike Tauchman was placed on a DL with a sinus infection. Ryan, it's going to happen. I mean, all seriousness, I'm not even joking when I say that. What's going to happen? You got a guy like Doolittle on the Nationals. I don't mean to knock the guy, but he's about as far left snowflake as you get. What if friggin' Scherzer comes in there and he's gonna want Scherzer quarantined for 6 months? The guy walks in there, starts touching his cleats. Whoa! Did you disinfect? Excuse me, Max. Hey, double eyes. Did you disinfect? Excuse... Guys, he needs to be out for the season. He's touching his cleats. He never used the Purell. You know, I really didn't get a chance to look at Harper's idea. I didn't see it. I didn't get a chance to look at it. I didn't see that. I didn't see what Harper's idea was. Guys, I gave an idea. You want to hear my idea? You have ample testing provided for everybody before every game for now. You test them when you need to test them. Everybody on that field's all right. You don't need to have mask and gloves and socks and not socks and everything saran wrapped. You can lick your friggin' fingers. What are we gonna do? Gio, my friend, I'm doing great. You know me, man. I'm doing good, surviving. Family's good. Just want some baseball. Watching the UFC the last couple of nights has been terrific. It's been terrific. You know, clap my hands to Dana White. I clap my hands to Dana White. Because Dana White said, look, the whole time, I'm going to be the first one to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yes, you are 100% right. It does weaken your immune system. Staying indoors all day weakens your immune system. All that stuff weakens it. Oh, God. Let's see what Ryan says. Let's try this joke again. We are just getting word that Joe McFlies and John Boy use CIA intelligence to spy on the Simonetti source. They are also trying to put Felix from NY News in jail. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know, man. Guys, I don't know. You know, I would follow the standards of the UFC and go there. Yeah, Carl, I'm doing great, man. I'm 100% okay. You know, people sometimes, you know, I got friends around me that I talk to and stuff like that. You know, people go out, they're all in that mask, they're in this, they're in that. Guys, I'm young, I'm strong, I feel good, I feel great. If I noticed I was getting sick, I'd stay away from people. But again, I just feel like all this stuff is common sense, and we're allowing common sense to kind of slide out the window here. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like in many cases we are letting common sense go out the window. Aaron Judge, who the hell knows, to be honest. Aaron Judge has been hurt since September. And I had a lot of fans. I put that tweet out there here recently that got a lot of likes and a lot of retweets. But I put that tweet out there talking about the Yankees with the injuries again. And, you know, you had a lot of people come to the defense of the Yankees. And I think a lot of people who are just seeing it with their own eyes now, saying, you know, there is something to this here. Judge was hurt in September. He was hurt in September. Okay? We are now in the middle of May, and we're still hearing he's just healing up. He's still not there yet, not 100%. Had a collapsed lung also. This stuff couldn't have been hidden. Same thing with Severino. Severino has this injury for a while. Apparently, he's only feeling it when he's throwing a changeup. So, did he never throw a changeup in spring training? Or, I mean, in Dominican Republic when he was training. He never threw a changeup and said, damn, that hurts. That doesn't feel right. Let me let my team know. He just gets into spring saying, maybe it'll go away. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. But the Judge thing is poorly handled. It's just poorly handled. All we've heard was recovery, relax, recover. You know, we would have been now, what? Almost 2 months into the season and Judge would have been on the disabled list. There you go. He did it in the postseason also, I'm sure. He did throw him in the postseason. I remember he did. So, I mean, it's a joke. It's just an overall joke. It really is. It's rather ridiculous. You know, this team came down to Game 6 last year against Houston, who, you know, lucky for this pandemic for them and everything that's going on right now, for them not to look worse and to continue to talk about this. But it's just crazy. And guys, just to wrap this up, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now because, again, there's not a ton to talk about. But I just want to say a couple of things. One, I've had many of you guys messing me about my follow count continuing to drop, and that's okay, folks. I could care less about that. You know, I talk to many people on Twitter that have difference of opinions with me, whether it's political or even baseball. And we're still friends to this day. And we still chat. We joke around with each other back and forth. Some people just can't take a different of opinion, and that's okay. But I'm good. My family's fine. I hope you all are safe. Baseball, Rob Manfred, if you guys can hear me, we want you to come back. We want baseball to come back. I think the majority of fans don't want a limited game. We don't want a game where guys cannot be the guys they normally are. Who's going to, again, police guys that are licking their fingers, spitting, chewing tobacco, having sunflower seeds? Who's going to do all that? Date for the season to start? I actually believe July 4th. I really believe that. I think July 4th is a time that everybody's going to try to make that date work. I think July 4th would mean a lot, too. July 4th is a great baseball day. It's a great American day. And it's America's pastime. And it is. I mean, you know, July 4th is always a beautiful time. Summer. What do you think of on July 4th? For me, I think of summer. I think of beer. I think of good food. I think of America. And I think of Major League Baseball. That's just me. And I think that would be a beautiful time for baseball to come back on July 4th. And I think that's something they're shooting for. I believe that. I really do. I've seen there's some rumors out there about that. But that is something I think would make a lot of sense for baseball to try to start again on July 4th. I just think they got to have, they really got to have testing available and have everything prepared. Keep people away if you have to. Play at your stadiums. Figure it out. Maybe change the divisions up. Don't change too much. Because, again, I want the game to be the game. I want the game to count. I want players to care. Are they going to care? But we'll go from there. Guys, I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so much for everybody that was on. I'll try to be a little more consistent. I'm sorry. It's just been so crazy. All I've been doing this quarantine is working out really hard. And, you know, going for runs every day, jogs, bicycling. Yeah, you know, doing what I got to do. So, guys, enjoy. Be safe. Get at me on Twitter if you have not. I'll still answer your questions. DM me. We can talk. Have a great day. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon. Thank you.